Sado Shima. I think I showed you before in the map of Japan where Sado Shima is located. This belongs to Niigata Prefecture. So this is the island. This is a big map of the island. I always show it to you in a small map, but this is the real map here. The area of this island is 854 square kilometers, and around 55,000 people live here. So the island is divided into two parts, as you can see here. This is the mountainous part. It's lower, and here is this area is also mountainous, but there are higher mountains here. And the biggest mountain here is Kinpoku Mountain, which is about 1,100 meters.
34.
34. 1,134 meters tall. We just arrived here in the morning from Niigata. This is the port, and Homa Sensei, who belongs to Niigata University, was very kind to welcome us here. We are going to go to the Niigata University Research Forest, like the one we have in Yamagata and already show you in the videos before. But in this case, the forest is located in this island. Homa Sensei was explaining us that this island was actually quite important for sea navigation in the past, because there was a very active trade between Kyoto, Osaka, and the northern parts, which is Yamagata, represented by Sakata City, and Akita in the north. So this island was always like a resting place for all the boats, and compared to the Pacific Ocean, where there are more typhoons and the sea is more unstable, this area was much safer in the past for boats to come. So most of the boats that came from Kyoto and Osaka in the south, they stopped here, not only for rest but also for boat reparation. And for that reason, the part of this island developed first, and then little by little, with time, the rest of the island also developed. Homa Sensei was explaining us that this area, there were lots of Satoyama. I don't know if this is called ecosystem, Satoyama ecosystems here. But in the 1970s, when the supply of fuel for households in Sado Shima, but also in Japan, decreased the need for producing your own fuel, and it was also much cheaper, and the supply was more stable. For that reason, in the 70s, all the Satoyama areas that were in this place disappeared. And also in Sado Shima, as in the rest of Japan, after the Second World War, the Japanese government promoted the plantation of trees, so artificial trees. And for that reason, nowadays almost 35% of the forest in Japan is plantation. But Homa Sensei was explaining us that in the 70s, late 60s, early 70s, the taxation law for foreign wood changed, making it almost free for wood to be brought to Japan. And as you can imagine, that change basically killed all the wood industry in Japan, because it was much cheaper to bring wood to Japan than produce it here. And that also has left the island with lots of plantations of cedar that at the moment is not profitable to cut. So the trees are left as in many areas in Japan. In Yamagata is the same. There are lots of plantations that are 60, 70 years old that were planted with the idea of cutting them at some point. But when the law changed suddenly, that made it unprofitable to continue in this kind of industry. So it's interesting to see how law can change all the plans that people have for this particular industry, and it has actually changed the way forestry is done in Japan, because it's not it's definitely not a good idea to do a plantation at the moment, and at least for the last 30 years. Homa Sensei was telling us that the Enshuri, the research forest, is located in this area. We are going to go from here to here, and then around the island up to here. Here. Koda. And this is the office of Enshuri, which is very different to the one in Yamagata, because our office is in the middle of the mountain, but the office of this research forest is in front of the ocean.
Yeah.
So in summer it's very nice because you can go and swim here. So it's really, really beautiful. And from here there is a path. I think the research forest here in Niigata University has much more Bindo. In Japanese it's called Bindo. It means the forest road. And it's very nicely paved, so you can go by car in summer. In our case, our Bindo doesn't have pavement, so we always have problems with heavy rain because it takes all the sand and leaves only small rocks, small I don't know how to call this, like gravel in the ground. So the Enshuri is here, and I remember coming here maybe 4 years ago, in summer, and we walked all this way, all this path. And now I remember there's quite a long path, but it's very nicely made because you can walk, you can see all Enshuri. It's not in our case in Yamagata University. We have this Bindo, this path, but it does not cover all the Enshuri. It goes only to some areas, and if you want to go to another areas where there is no path, it's sometimes dangerous and it takes too much time. All right, so it took us about 1 hour and a half to come from Niigata. Niigata is somewhere here to the port area. And this area is quite big. 全部で回ると何キロあるんですか
240キロぐらい。
So if you go around the island, all around the island is about 240 kilometers. So I think there is a marathon. Marathon, guys.
Marathon and triathlon.
Triathlon, all over the island.
So the triathlon in this island is somewhat crazy. First, you must swim here around 3 kilometers.
3 kilometers.
And next, bike all around this island. 240 kilometers.
240.
Yeah. After that, marathon.
Wow. Like 1 day?
Yeah.
すごいね。240キロメートルが
バイクで終わった後にフルマラソンです。42キロ、42 kilometers.
So it's a 3 kilometer swim, 240 kilometers bike, and 40 kilometers
marathon.
Wow!
Crazy.
それはすごいじゃん。
The triathlon normally starts at 6 or 6:30, and goal also 6 or 6:30. So 12 hours.
12 hours.
Yeah.
But 240 kilometers. 240 kilometers. Wow, it's very fast.
Crazy race.
Yes. But all around the island is flat.
No,
there are ups and downs.
Yeah.
Wow.
Many ups and downs.
Wow, that's really, really hard. And which month they do it? July.
September.
September.
Early September. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So if you want to have a very nice triathlon, this is the place to come. It's 12 hours, and everybody comes with their own bicycle.
Yeah.
Their own bicycle. You need to have a very good bicycle. Very nice. And today we came with, there are two kinds of boats when you come here. I don't know if we can see here, not from here, but there is the high-speed boat and the other one, how can we call it? Normal boat.
No, ferry boat.
Ferry boat and high-speed boat. And we wanted to come in the normal boat because you can go outside and see while you are going on the boat, the sea, the coast, but in the high speed it actually feels more like a train. So you go through a tunnel to the boat, and then you go here. When you arrive, you go again through a tunnel to the outside, and you cannot leave the boat. You cannot go outside the boat. So we couldn't show you very well the scenery from the boat. So maybe next time when we come, we can take the normal boat, and then it will be much easier. And also in summer it's much nicer, of course. In winter it's very cold outside. So now let's go and see more about Sado Shima. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.